I'm just not happy with the two people that we have as Democrats. Their ideologies are very, messed up, and especially with Kamala Harris she is somebody that we are constantly trying to fight for. We're all for prison reform, and she's, locked up countless of black and brown men over petty crimes such as weed possession, and she also supports the death penalty. She's also withheld DNA evidence proving a man's innocence. So it's a lot of stuff like that I want to bring to the forefront. It's just because they're a Democrat don't mean that they're always good. They have different mindsets of what the people actually want, and that's something that a lot of us Democrats are not happy about. Now, I'm not saying don't go out and go vote. What I'm saying is make sure when they get into office, if they get into office, that we're holding them accountable and that we're making sure that our demands are met.
What are some of the demands? Just kind of bullet point what your headline demands are.
Public housing. We want public housing fixed. We want minimum wage raised. We want reparations for black families so they can financially catch up with white families as well too. That'll also better the economy. It'll also help with educational purposes. That's also another one as well too. It's better education in public schools. And we also wanted to fund the police and use their money and use resources to outsource to different programs and nonprofit organizations in cities.
Yeah. And I think the last thing is you speak a little bit to the idea that you're not taking one side, either Democrat or Republican. You're taking it's a bigger issue from your standpoint. What is that issue?
Yeah, so I don't necessarily take a side. I go by ideologies, and it's the empty promises that we get from either the Republican or Democrat, and it's like, especially for me as a young black man, growing up, and all I was taught was Democrat, and it's like growing up, I'm just like, so if all of our elected officials that we put into power are all Democrat, why does the inner city still looks like this? We vote these people in, and they completely forget about us. They, make these promises, they pander to black voters and stuff like that, like saying what they're going to do is change, or when they end up getting into office or when they drop out of elections, we don't hear anything else from them, and they focus all their attention on the middle class, and they forget the people who live in the lower class, like people who live in poverty, people who are the real working class, who are struggling to make ends meet. People who are struggling, who, has to go through so much in life and, working minimum wage jobs, just to try to get a better education and stuff like that, but the resources are not there.